it's great to be here, especially at the Mermaid Theatre, explaining this to my 4-year-old daughter. I can only imagine what's going through her mind. Something about a tea party with Ariel, no doubt, but obviously she gets older, Peter, I'll take her to Copenhagen and educate her. So my role at TripAdvisor Experiences, I head up our team that manages all of the supplier relationships for TripAdvisor Experiences and helps them distribute their tours and activities content on TripAdvisor's distribution channels. It's a great job, one that I've been doing for about 6 years, and I really enjoy it. And the main reason that I really enjoy it is because it gives us the opportunity to see and do lots of amazing things in destination and really inspire our travelers about the incredible things to do in many destinations throughout the world. So what I want to talk to you about today is how you guys can use TripAdvisor as a channel to drive your business. And then I'm going to share some data and some trends of things that we've noticed in the industry over the last few years. So speaking about TripAdvisor as a travel entity, so obviously I imagine many of you in this room will know of TripAdvisor and the brand and the world's largest travel site. So the reason why this is significant to your businesses, this is where your customers are. So we've got over 456 million users per month in 49 different markets, over 600 million reviews on our sites, and there's over 7.7 million accommodation businesses listed on our site as well. But not just being a huge platform as well, but a highly influential platform. So 52% of all shopping time for tourism was actually spent on the TripAdvisor platform. So, and if we look at some of the data that we took from our Trip Barometer study as well, so over 80% of our users said that TripAdvisor made them feel more comfortable about a booking experience. And if we then look at the most influential channels based on to make their decisions, they said that reviews were the most important factor when they're making their travel decisions. So you can see why these reviews and monitoring these reviews on a platform like TripAdvisor is incredibly important. So, and then to see why this is important for the hotel industry, so you can see that 96% of users will value reviews before they make a booking, and the same is true of restaurants and attractions as well. So, 85% of users will want to see reviews for a restaurant before they make a reservation, and the same 79% for an experience as well. So there is a misconception that people only review when they're unhappy. So I just want to debunk that a little bit. It's just fundamentally not true. So 73% of our users actually reviewed because they wanted to share a positive experience, and 70% said that they'd received positive feedback or positive advice from their experience on TripAdvisor, and they wanted to feed back to that community. And that's kind of supported by the average bubble rating on TripAdvisor being 4 out of 5. So definitely the motivation for people to share their experiences on travel are overwhelmingly positive, just to debunk that. And if we look at that by category as well, you can see that that's very consistent across the board, that the overwhelming majority of people want to share their positive experiences on TripAdvisor. So I want to talk about the experiences sector specifically. So again, we're talking about a really large number of experiences that are available to book on TripAdvisor, like almost 1 million things to do. So what is it that our travelers are wanting to splurge upon? So if we look at the categories where travelers said that they were more likely to splurge on, we're seeing that the majority of people are more likely to want to splurge on tours and sightseeing. So it's a really exciting opportunity for all tour operators to be able to promote themselves to TripAdvisor via that platform. And so why is booking online such an important opportunity? So Focusrite estimates that only 20% of all tours and activities experiences are actually booked online in advance. Now, that's a really low number, and certainly one that's not consistent with the rest of the tourism industry. If you take hotels and flights, for example, they've long more been bought online. So TripAdvisor thought to ourselves, well, there's a huge potential here. And if we can actually harness and make more tours and activities bookable online, what would the world look like? So I don't know how much you guys have heard about the company Boken. I know he's spoken at, I know the CEO of Boken, Hjalti Barlason, has spoken at ETOA events in the past, but TripAdvisor looked at this market and decided to make an investment in the software business. The idea being that if we can use a piece of software as an enabler to enable these local businesses to be able to sell better their tours and activities online, we'd empower that tours and activities business and grow it far beyond the 20% that it currently exists at. So I just want to explore and share some data around the smartphone business. So you know, the overwhelming number one travel essential is smartphones. So 75% of visitors said that they would not leave home without their smartphone. Probably not a massive surprise. So 85%. So 85% of travelers said that they only actually decided what to do once they reached destinations, and then 30% of traffic for hotel users was looking for things to do near me. So there is a really massive opportunity to reach people in destination when they're on holiday. So just an idea of how this can be a really powerful platform for you guys. And so our overwhelming goal really is for, that we see TripAdvisor as filling that gap. So not only is, TripAdvisor available as this review platform for you to promote your businesses, for you to monitor reviews and, engage with our audience, but we want to build the consumer experience to inspire the consumer and allow them to fulfill their travel journey as well, so that they'd be able to price compare, they'd be able to book their experience, and then when they're on their trip, be able to share their experiences further with other people as well. So just some data on how travelers are then using their smartphones. So 50% of travelers are looking for hotels, 67% looking for tours and activities, and 72% for looking for restaurants. So that enables us to then tailor that mobile experience per person as well, so that you'd be able to show a traveller the things that they're looking for and contextually recommend the things that you're showing the traveller based on their interests. So a couple of examples here of how you might then search for that on TripAdvisor in San Francisco. So looking at the things to do, and then if someone's particularly interested in food, for example, they'd be able to do that. And then some more examples. So having worked with Peter before and knowing that under pain of death, if you overstay your welcome, so I am done. Thank you.